Welcome to the revolution. It is a powerful and peaceful one because it is of, by, and for the young people of this country. My name is Cameron Cassidy. Since this movement began, people have asked me, do you think any change is going to come from this? Look around. We are the change.
Exactly. You all mentioned that you all were born the year after Columbine. You tweeted 3 out of 4 of the guns used in the Columbine shooting were straw man purchases. Someone else bought the weapon. We must close the gun show loopholes. You guys know a lot about policy for 17-year-olds.
Yeah,
We've been studying up.
Yeah, before this, I wasn't that involved in politics. I'll be the first to admit that. But like, I'm doing this because it's necessary, and people are actually listening to us. So I have to educate myself as fast as possible.
Yes, the event was sad. Yes, the event was tragic and it was negative. But we're gonna turn it around and we're gonna make it better because that's what they would have wanted.
Juliana and I have been to our state representatives, and now we're going to Washington to our federal legislators, hoping that they can finally hear us out.
It's harder to like deny it and to make excuses when you're seeing us face to face.
This isn't just about our school. It's not. It's about every single place that you can go to and not feel safe because gun violence. Our school gets more attention because of our demographic. Like, we are a dominantly white school, and we're rich, Republican. Like, and that's not fair because places like Chicago and Baltimore and Detroit, like, this is every day for them.
I am here today to acknowledge and represent the African American girls whose stories don't make the front page of every national newspaper. These stories don't lead on the evening news. I represent the African American women who are victims of gun violence, who are simply statistics instead of vibrant, beautiful girls that full of potential. For far too long, these names, these black girls and women, have been just numbers. I'm here to say never again for those girls too. My friends and I might still be 11, and we might still be in elementary school, but we know life isn't equal for everyone, and we know what is right and wrong. We also know that we stand in the shadow of the Capitol, and we know that we have 7 short years until we too have the right to vote.
Yeah, exactly. There were so many people that I met. They were like, I don't agree with what you're saying. And we were like, do you know what we're saying? And then we told them what we were saying, and they were like, oh, okay, I think you should say that more. And we're like, that's all we've ever been saying. You just haven't been listening to us. But it's not even their fault. Like, a lot of that messaging doesn't get through to the other side based on the type of media that they consume as a person. And it's hard to reach out and go to other news sites if they're talking about things that you don't want to listen to, but sometimes you just need to branch out and find as much information about a topic as possible. I'm super hopeful because I know that there's so many more people in this country who are registered to vote, and they're going to vote. They're actually going to turn out to vote. And like, just because there's a lot of people that are turning out to vote doesn't mean that you can slack off and not vote. Okay, go do that. It's very important. And what's really important to remember is that even if you don't see something on your ballot that's like, there's nothing on my ballot that talks about gun reform, the people that you're voting into office talk about gun reform. Go look on their websites and make sure that they're going to put into effect what you want them to put into effect. Any type of topic.
We need to make sure that we implement, curriculum that teaches people how to be civically engaged and teaches them how to vote. And once we get to that point in this country where we're actually trying to get people out to vote and not suppress them, then we'll have a better functioning democratic process in this country.
And if they're people who feel like they're not smart enough to vote, that's because the system is progressively pushing people down and making you feel like this process is too difficult. You don't have any place in it. Yes, we do. We have every place in it.
That's the whole point. We all do.
Created this so that we would have a representative democracy, and if it's not representative, then we need to continue to change that by voting and actually getting out there.